for the Thanksgiving holiday, I was at my relatives in Missouri. And we were playing our favorite family game, Balderdash, of course. Now, for those of you who don't know what Balderdash is, it's your basic trivia game. It asks you questions like, what is a killick, which is a makeshift anchor? Who is Otto Redwitter, the inventor of sliced bread? So we've got an intense game going, and me and my cousin Braygert, we're neck and neck. We're both one question away from winning the game. All we have to do is get it right. And then we come to the question, and it was under the category ridiculous laws, which deals with ridiculous laws that are obscure, outdated. It's just plain wacky laws like you can't transport a gorilla in the backseat of a car. A one-handed piano player can't charge money for his performance. You can't hunt aircraft. Silly stuff like that. And the question was, in Boston, Massachusetts, it is illegal to eat. And of course, blank, blank, blank. And you had to guess what the answer was. What, in Boston, Massachusetts, what is illegal to eat? My answer was blue lobsters. I figured it's Massachusetts, they have lobsters. You have blue lobsters, which are very rare, so you probably couldn't eat them because of the endangered species list and whatnot. You could eat all the red lobsters you want at Red Lobsters, but you can't eat the blue ones. Well, that wasn't the answer. The answer was you cannot eat peanuts in church. Yes, that's what the answer was. The law in Boston, Massachusetts is you cannot eat peanuts in church. And I thought, no, there's no way that this is real. But I looked up some stuff on the internet about, wacky laws. So I went to a few sites and I found it. And not just one, not just two, not just four, not just five, but 3 different sites that confirm that it is illegal to eat peanuts in church in Boston, Massachusetts. And I know what you think, well, this is just another wacky law. But you know what? It's not a wacky law. It's unconstitutional, is what it is. You see, the separation of church and state goes both ways. We can't make an official endorsement about one established religion, but neither can you exclude the free practice of religion. And that's what you have here. You have the state telling people what they can and cannot do in the church. In this case, eat peanuts in church. Now, don't get me wrong. If I were, say, at the Vatican, and I'm eating peanuts and treating the Vatican like the Texas Roadhouse, just throwing the shells on the floor, the Pope Franny came up to me and said, hey, asshole, pick up those sunflower seeds, throw them in the trash, and get the fuck out of here, I'd leave. I have no problems with the church that want to excommunicate their parishioners for, snacking on planters. No problem. That's their business. That's their church. But whose business it isn't is the government, where they get off telling people how to practice their religion, even if it does involve something as rude as eating peanuts. I mean, we can't eat peanuts in church today. Tomorrow, we won't be able to throw rice at weddings. You won't be able to have a salad bar at a wake. You won't be able to sell hot dogs at a funeral. You won't be able to take a communion wafer and dip it in gravy and eat it. You won't be able to substitute communion wine with, Jameson. Well, excuse me. If I want to, take the body of, the blood of Christ and drink that, I think it'd be better as a smooth Irish whiskey than, some cheap wine. But like I said, that's the law. You can't eat peanuts in church. Well, I think we need to do something about that. Now, here's what I'm suggesting. We get together and we storm Boston, Massachusetts, and we burn City Hall to the ground with some napalm. But I'm sure there's some wacky laws against that, so maybe, a petition of some sort. But honestly, you can't eat peanuts in church. Unconstitutional. That's all I got to say.